I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also well by His grace. Students, after Eid, it's our first session of science class, and I think you can remember that we were continuing the Chapter-5, and the topic of Chapter-5 in the previous sessions of our science class was digestive system and different types of organ which were required to continue this digestive system. But today we are going to discuss another new topic of this chapter. Actually, you all know that the name of this chapter is digestive system and blood circulation system. That's why our today's session is all about blood circulation system. So students, I think you all know that in our body blood plays a very important role. All the cells of our body are connected through this blood, and this blood carries oxygen from cell to cell. So many functions of bloods are there. We will discuss it elaborately after some time. But at the first session of this class, I want to introduce to all of you the whole blood circulatory system and the organs which are required to continue this blood circulation system. So let's see. Students, in the board I have drawn and written so many things. We are discussing the things written on the board one by one. At first we are seeing that our chapter's name, Chapter 5, blood circulatory system. Topic 3, blood circulatory system. This blood circulation system required these organs, and these organs are blood, heart, artery, vein, lymph ducts. Each type of organs will be discussed in the later sessions of our science class. But today we are going to discuss all the things about this blood. Actually, we students, you all know that blood flows all over our body. So in this flowing function of our body, there are so many organs required, and among these organs, the organs are written in the board, and the organs are, except besides bloods, heart, artery, vein, lymph ducts. These organs are very, very important to continue the whole blood circulation system. Students, blood. We are going to discuss about blood. I think you all have seen blood. Our foundation, blood donation, in our foundation, blood donation is very, very important or very, very popular work from our Quantum Foundation. This blood donation is very, very helpful for the serious patients. By the way, this blood, if you have seen one bag of blood, you will see that blood has two portions. Actually, one type of, if you keep one bag of blood in breast, you will find that two parts of blood are separated. One part of blood is a thick portion which is gathered in the lower section of the bag, and other portion of the blood is liquid portion, yellowish liquid portion, and this remains in the upper portion of the blood bag. That means blood is divided into two main portions. One is liquid portion, which is known as plasma, and the other is thick portion, which consists of so many corpuscles, and these corpuscles are also three kinds. We are discussing one by one, but summary is blood is divided mainly into two parts. One is plasma, which is liquid yellowish portion, and the other is thick portion, red thick portion, which is blood corpuscles. So let's see. Here blood is divided in this flowchart. Blood is divided into two portions, plasma and blood corpuscles. Plasma is the yellowish liquid portion, and in our blood 55% portion is covered with this plasma, and remaining 45% is blood corpuscles. What is the function of plasma? The function of plasma is this plasma, this liquid portion of our blood carries oxygen. It also carries so many harmful substances which are required to expel from our body. So these functions are done with this plasma. And let's see about blood corpuscles. Blood corpuscles are of three kinds: RBC, WBC and platelets. What is RBC, what is WBC and what is platelets? We are going to discuss everything about it. RBC, that means red blood corpuscle. Red blood corpuscles. Actually, in our blood corpuscle thick portion, there are three types of corpuscles. One is RBC, red blood corpuscle, other is white blood corpuscle, and another is platelets. Let's see all the functions of these three types of corpuscles. Red blood corpuscles. The functions of these corpuscles are creates red color. Actually, the color of our blood is red, and this red color is created only for this red blood corpuscle. Actually, there is a blood figure of there is a figure of constituents of blood. If you see the constituents of blood, you will find these three types of corpuscles, and the first one is RBC. These are RBC. These corpuscles are RBC. This is identified here, RBC, red blood corpuscles, and this red blood corpuscles is responsible for the red color of our blood. It contains hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is very, very important for us because the oxygen circulates all over our body mixing with this hemoglobin. If there is no hemoglobin in our red blood corpuscle, we were not able to respire. By the way, and another function of this red blood corpuscle is biconcave. Actually, this is not function. It looks like biconcave. If you see that this is both sides are we can say that both are curved. These both sides are curved inward. Concave. I want to show what is concave. This shape is called concave. Actually, in this shape, there is a hole type structure, actually curvy structure outside of the shape. And if this shape is like this, it will be convex. So these red blood corpuscles are in shape of biconcave. Besides, its shape is also round shape, and these red blood corpuscles are produced in our bone marrow of our bone. So these are the functions of red blood corpuscles. Again, we are going for the white blood corpuscles. The functions or the information about white blood corpuscles are they are larger in size. If you see in the picture, you will find that yes, this information is true, because if all are saying that these white blood corpuscles are larger than these red blood corpuscles. Actually, these are the largest corpuscles among these three types. So they are largest and are larger. Irregular shape. You all are also seeing that in this figure there are so many different types of shape of WBC, that means white blood corpuscles. So they have no regular shape, they are irregular in shape, produced in spleen and bone marrow too, like RBC, and it kills germs. It is the main function of this WBC. The main function of RBC, red blood corpuscle, was carrying hemoglobin, and the very important function of WBC, white blood corpuscle, is killing germs. You know that so many types of germs can get inserted in our body through so many things, so many kind of activities. So these germs needs to be killed, and this killing process is done by this WBC, that means white blood corpuscles, and that's why these corpuscles are called as the bodyguard of our cell. Now we are going for the third type of corpuscle, which is platelets. The information of platelets are like this. They are round. You are also seeing that they are also round in shape. Smallest, yes, you will find that they are the smallest corpuscles among these three types. No nucleus. This type of corpuscle contains no type of nucleus, and the main function of these platelets helps in blood clotting. Students, if you get injured or cut your hand or any other organs, you will see that bloods are coming, but after a certain time of certain period, the emerging of bloods becomes stopped. How is it possible? It is possible because the torn portion of your body becomes closed when the blood clots in front of this torn or in front of this hole. So this blood clotting helps to stop the flow of blood when you are injured. So platelets are too much important to clot blood. These all are the informations of our blood corpuscles. So students, we have discussed today about blood, and the blood is consist of mainly two parts, plasma and blood corpuscles, and the blood corpuscles are of three kinds: WBC, that means white blood cell, red blood cell, and platelets. And we all have discussed about these three types of corpuscles, and we have also seen the figures of them. So now I want to request to all of you, open your book. This is your book. I know all of you have this book, and open your books. This page number 53. This, and in this page you will find the functions of the blood. What is the function of the blood? Actually, the function of blood is transportation of food. The blood carries foods from the cell to cell. Then transportation of oxygen. You all have also known that oxygen is passing from cell to cell with the help of blood. Actually, with the help of RBC. Then carbon dioxide exchange. Carbon dioxide is also carried by blood, and then we find that expulsion of waste materials. You have also seen that blood helps us to excrete the waste materials. Prevention of so many diseases like white blood cell, which helps to kill germs. Then transportation of hormones. So many hormones are carried by this blood. Control of temperature. You know that bloods are a liquid portion of our body, so this blood controls the temperature of our body too. Clotting of blood. You have found this in the function of platelet. You have found that platelet helps to clot blood when you become injured or when you have cut in your body. By the way, that's all about our today's topic, and in the next session of our science class we will discuss another topic too. I request all of you to complete our worksheet very sincerely, and keep watching our videos. Allah Hafiz.